In this video, I wanted to show you how to get colored parts on your report. So out of the box, when you create your parts, so it'll show up green like this, and you set your cut order. And when you do your report, you'll get gray parts like this. So if you want to get them colored, IGEMS menu, go to plot and then plot. And right now it's using the default style for the plots. You can click on the little 3-dot button here to edit. And as you scroll down here, it'll show different hints as far as the different colors that it's using on the plots. So the left column would be what it's displaying in the display area, and then the plot color would be what is on the printout. So if we scroll down here a bit, we've got for example, the part. So in the display area it's using 117, on the plot it's using 254. You can click on change plot color, and we can go ahead and change that also to 117 for the same color. And then color mode, we can change that from grayscale to color. And then you can't overwrite the default style, so you click on save as and then give it a new name. So there's our new style. So have found that you have to click on that again actually and switch it back to color, and then OK. So hopefully now it'll stay as color, and then click on OK again. And then to actually use that plot style, click on the IGEMS menu again, preferences, and then go to preferences. This is what it's using right now for the plot style, the defaults. On the pull down, we've got the new plot style that we just made, so you can select that. And now when you go to the report, our parts are green. Now the other option here is, let me go ahead and explode these. Under this preferences area, preferences, we also have this option here for colored parts. So if you check this box, when you create your parts, it'll make each part a different color, which if you're doing a lot of parts that are a similar shape, this can help distinguish the different parts. Also note that if you want to toggle between colored and the traditional green color, lower right hand corner you got this button with the 9 boxes on there. Click on here, and then you have this toggle here to switch between the traditional green and colored. So if you got an older file that you made and they weren't colored parts and you want to colorize them, you can use that toggle button there. And now if we go ahead and create our report on that, we've got the parts in the different colors. And if you zoom in closely, we'll also see that we've got different colors on the part. So in this case here, because I told it that I want my outside cuts to be the mid-range quality, that's green, and then the inside cuts are the extra fines, so they're in the magenta. So if you want those to stand out a little bit more, again we can go back into our plot and edit this one. And so you can change the line weight of those different things. So we could change the line weight for all the different qualities. I'll just do it for a couple of them here, the ones that we're using. So right now our line weight on our medium is that. So to make it a little bit more dramatic, I'll make that 0.04. And I'll do the same thing on the extra fine. So if I scroll down here, find the extra fine. Here's extra fine, change line weight. We'll also make that one 0.04, and click on OK. And just as a side note here, you can click cancel at this point. It'll save those changes that you made. If you click on OK, it's going to bring up a PDF of that, your current plot area. So when you're in there, if you just click cancel, it'll just bring you straight out and skip that step there. And now if we go to our report again, and we scroll down and we zoom in a little bit, you can see now that those colors are standing out a little bit more with that larger value for the line weight. And then one other kind of hidden gem in here is if you get to this point and right now there's no part number identification on these parts. If you go to the part submenu and click on part text, it'll give you the ability to then put your part numbers onto the parts if they're not already there. So after you select your parts, down at the bottom it'll prompt you for the height for the text, so you can either type in a number or you can left click a couple times to indicate the height that you want for that text. Then it'll prompt you if you want to do it as a counter where just numerically put 1, 2, 3 on the parts. If you click on no, then it'll prompt you part text as other object. If you select yes to this, then you'll be able to select that as if you want to add marking or something like that to the part. If you select no, then you're not able to add any sort of toolpath to that text. So I'm going to go ahead and click on yes for other object for right now. And you'll see now that it's got text on these the parts here for the part numbers that are assigned to those parts. And because I did it as other objects, if I did want to do something like marking, I could at this point use my marking tool and select those things. And let me back step and do that again, but we'll do it as not as other objects. So I'll go ahead and create these parts again. And we'll do that part text again this time. We'll keep the same height and we'll do no for counter, and this time I'll say no as other object, so it still puts the text for the parts on there, and if you double click on the part it shows you that that is indeed the part name. However, since I said that these were going to be inserted not as other objects, I'm not able to select those to do things like marking or quick cuts or things like that. So when I go and now create my report, and again we scroll down, we can zoom in and we can see that we've got that text on there for the parts. And again, if I want to do something like change the color of that text or the line weight, again I could go back into plot and plot, edit, and that is basically, this text is the magenta 6 color, this one right here. So if I click on change plot color, I could choose something else if I just want to do it as, so if I do it as white or 7, then it'll show up as black. And again, I can just click on cancel at this point to bring me straight out without doing the PDF. And now if we scroll down here, we can see now that that text is now darker. So, and as you may have noticed, I'm using a customized report that I've been pulling up. If you need any help on customizing a report, there's a video on that, or you can contact us and we can help you on that. So, hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.